Hey guys, welcome. I'm trying to turn out the candle. So we are going to get into today's reading. Today was a little bit of a dark vibe, as I like this incense. I was drawn to the, what's it called? Seasons of the Witch Oracle, but they have several. This is the Samhain one, which is like the Halloween, the celebration closest to Halloween, basically. The celebration that Halloween is based off of, but it's different, you know. Halloween is more playful. Samhain is, it's a religious, or not religious, but it's like a cultural celebration. And I was also drawn to the Tarot de la Nuit and the Darkwood Tarot. So it's good. It's gonna be I feel a dark vibe. Let's see what's going on. So let's start with Oracle. What do we need to know in the Oracle energy? Divination. Okay. In the card itself, it says, take a breath, take it twice, insightful reflections are guided by light. Now, let's read the actual message, number 14. This says, cards, tea leaves, coffee, clouds, candlelight, flowers. There are dozens of ways to embrace the art of divination, a practice used to seek guidance from the divine and part of a witch's toolkit for centuries. It is a beautiful practice that can help you see beyond what is immediately in front of you. It can show you hidden dangers and gifts, provide new ideas, and shut down old ones. Divination is a way to seek the advice of the powers that be while also showing hidden dangers and truths. If you have pulled divination, you are being asked to explore your ability to receive guidance from the earth and the divine. Now it's time to go deeper into your practice, and you must learn to trust in your own ability to feel your way into messages as well as your ability to interpret them. This card also means there is a need to take more time to reflect. It can be easy to get lost in the day-to-day without taking time to process everything you've been through. Something as simple as pulling a single card every day, either in the morning or evening, can help you make sense of the events around you. It can help you to see things that you overlooked or consider something that you never would have otherwise. And it also gives different forms of divination. Automatic writing, bone reading, candle reading, dreams, flower, herb divination, numerology, palmistry, runes, and scrying. Okay, so let's put that aside. Not sure what that's about, and let's start the reading. Let's see how it applies. Okay, so we're starting with the Ace of Cups. This definitely is connected to, like, somebody's being urged to connect to spirit, basically. Strength card. Strength card and the Ace of Cups. There's somebody who has a really strong connection to spirit. Queen of Cups. There's somebody who definitely has the gift to read tarot or scry or whatever it is. Four of Cups, but they're not really interested. Or they don't think that they can do it well. Four of Pentacles, they're scared. They're scared. They've possibly been taught that this is evil. Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. They feel as if doing divination means that they have lost their sense of practicality. So they might find this art. I mean, if you think that this art is stupid, I don't know why you would be here, though. Eight of Wands. Unless it's like a conflict. Someone is interested in tarot, but they're conflicted about it. The Hermit. They're conflicted about its validity. And this, Seven of Swords. They find it, okay. Nine of Swords is the overall energy. They find it a very sneaky art. As in, they assume, and I'm not going to say you're wrong, because it depends on each person, right? But whoever I'm reading for right now, and I know this isn't me because it's not how I use tarot, they are assuming that tarot is used to spy on people. You can use it that way. But I will tell you that when you open that door, it's returned. So if you use tarot to spy on people, it can be used to spy on you. If you mind your business, other people are forced to mind their business. So, I feel like this is very much about somebody who was possibly raised in a very conservative environment, either religious or just conservative in a different way. Maybe very, I don't know if I'm saying this word correctly, erudite, like they're very educated. They come from a scholarly background, and so they don't really look at mystical things as realistic. Because this Knight of Pentacles, I want to read this one actually. The other ones I already know, but this one, I feel like I need to read it for some reason. Let's see. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles, truth is my flag. Rigorous methods are my tool to succeed. I know what I must do, and I do it no matter what. Is it your case too? I do hope so. When a task is to be accomplished, then accomplished it must be, and in the most perfect way possible. Even if it requires hard work and total commitment, I expect you to be reliable, trustworthy, perseverant, and meticulous. Do not complain that the mission is too exhausting. I don't want to hear a word of this kind. You've chosen me, so now my message to you is stick to your goal with truth and honor, and you will reach it victoriously. No fancy ever. Everything must be carefully planned. Now let's ride with our banner floating proudly in the air. Keywords: seeking truth and harmony, sense of responsibility, perfectionism, and determination. So this could be somebody who has barely begun their tarot journey or their astrology journey or their scrying journey or rune journey, whatever it is. I feel like they've barely begun, but the overall energy tells me that they're being really hard on themselves. They're really anxious about, what if I misinterpret the message? What if I miss something? And I'm going to tell you from somebody who's been in this for a really long time, that's human to do so. The more you just trust yourself and go with it, the more practice you get. And the more practice you get, the better you get at it. But this is somebody who is very perfectionistic. They want to have it down since day one. The thing is, we have the Ace of Cups, Strength card, Queen of Cups to begin. They have a very powerful connection to spirit already. But they don't trust it. Well, let me rephrase that. They don't trust themselves. So this has been somebody who, in the past, could possibly have dealt with different situations where their intuition was screaming at them not to do something or to do something, and they ignored it for so long that now the voice of their intuition is very muted. It's still there, but they don't trust it because they've trained themselves to not trust it. They've trained themselves to only follow what's practical, what's realistic, what we can do right here and now. So for example, let's say that they were in a romantic situation and their partner might have done something or said something that made this person think, I don't think they're being completely honest with me. Their intuition, their gut, was telling them this person is lying, or their gut would tell them they left information out, or whatever it is that their gut would tell them, they can't prove it. And because they can't prove it, they would just dismiss it like, that's not realistic because I can't prove it. And they want to change that. They want to stop doubting themselves. They want to step out of this place of perfectionism and being so hard on themselves. But with the Eight of Wands, it could also be due to the fact that they've been receiving messages from divinity, through dreams maybe, through, maybe they've come across other readers that are telling them it's time. But I feel like this is somebody with the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles. There's somebody who's going to over-prepare. As in, they're going to read all the books out there on tarot. They're going to try, and they will not feel ready until they take all the courses available on tarot. And then they won't feel ready until, like, there's going to be so many reasons that they don't feel ready. But the Seven of Swords is indicating that they're doing that because they're trying to avoid doing something with it. I also want to mention the fact that the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Cups is the Six of Cups. So this pushing away their intuition came from ever since they were a child. It began in childhood, which means they've been doing it for however long they've been alive, basically. And now it's both something that they're drawn to and something that's really foreign to them. Clarify Nine of Swords. Oh, also the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles. So this also comes from a place of, one, let's say they want to be a tarot reader, right? Because that's just the easiest thing since we're here right now. They're like, yeah, there's already so many though. I don't know how I would stand out. I don't know why anybody would listen to me. And then that second thought of, I don't know why anybody would listen to me, just gets enhanced because they doubt themselves. Clarify Nine of Swords. But I also feel the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups is the Two of Cups. Oh, and we also had the Two of Cups underneath the Nine of Swords. Spirit is like extending a hand, like, come on, I got you. I got you. Just try. Clarify Nine of Swords. First card to clarify Nine of Swords is Temperance. Clarify Nine of Swords. Followed by the Two of Wands. And the Chariot. Overall energy, Judgment. I was just about to say, there might be somebody around who can teach you, because there's a woman standing behind this other woman, and then right beneath the Judgment card, we've got the Hierophant. There is somebody around you that can teach you. Whatever it is that you want to know, there is somebody who can teach you. But with Temperance being the first card to clarify the Nine of Swords, the first thing you need to do is get your mind under control. Because your mind, your emotions and your thoughts control your reality. And if you're sitting here in this energy of, I can't do it, I suffer from a string of bad luck, I have this thing where nobody likes to hear me, nobody likes to listen to me, then that's what you're going to see. You have to really get your mind under control. And it's really about having a strong will. The fact that the Chariot is here is saying it's all a matter of will. Create affirmations. Whatever it is that's bothering you, whether it's the fact that you feel like you're not good enough, whether you feel like your voice isn't important, or people have always told you your voice isn't important, if you feel like you just don't know enough, whatever it is that you're struggling with, create affirmations that fight those beliefs. Sit down and write down what it is that really bothers you. Maybe I'm afraid that nobody will listen to me. So create affirmations around that. Create affirmations like, people are always checking my channel or checking my feed to see if I posted a reading because they're so excited to hear what I have to say. Now, it's a long one, but you know what I mean, shorten it. But make it something like that to where every belief that you have that endangers this, you create an affirmation which will combat that belief and ultimately overpower it. Because that's your biggest blockage right now. It's the Nine of Swords. Because even if there is a teacher around you, it doesn't matter how much that teacher helps you. You're just going to, like, if you're not in the right state of mind, how do I put this? I'm trying to think of an analogy. I think something that fits with this is kind of like body dysmorphia, right? Body dysmorphia means that the person, the way that they perceive their body is very distorted based on the way that people have made them feel about their body, based on the way that society has made them judge their own body, a lot of different things, right? So even if this person turns into a personal trainer themselves, or they hire a professional personal trainer, they do all the things, they slim down, they bulk up, or they get really lean muscles, they will never like their body. It doesn't matter what their body looks like. There will always be something that they feel like they need to change. Because their mind is battling what they're doing. So this is why it's important to get your mind right, because even if you do have a teacher around you, you're still not going to feel good enough. Clarify Ace of Cups. And you know what? I did a full course on tarot before, and I might do it again. Because, yeah, that was interesting. And it's always better when people can talk to me and ask questions. Clarify Ace of Cups. We've got the Five of Wands, the Devil, Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so this actually goes a little bit deeper. Ooh, look at that. Ten of Swords. This goes a little bit deeper than just self-doubt. I'm talking to somebody who probably has a background in one of the fundamentalist religions, either Jewish, Christian, Muslim. And each of those have their branches, right, that spin off from that. Because this is somebody who's struggling with the concept that this is demonic. They are struggling with the concept that if they can hear messages or if they can do certain things, that it's demonic. So that's why they're really struggling with it, because they feel like to do this would mean that they betray everything that they are. I think this is the most fascinating thing I've experienced in tarot, is that when I first started tarot, I come from a very hardcore Christian background. And I remember when I first started tarot, I was scared. Because I thought that this would invoke demons. And I was so scared when I would go to sleep. I was like with the covers like this, like, because I kept expecting that as soon as I fell asleep, some demon would pop out. And I don't know what I expected, honestly. Nothing happened, just so you know. To this day, nothing has happened like that ever. But I had been taught for so long that it was so demonic, but I couldn't stay away from it. It's something that's very ingrained in me. I've done it for many lifetimes. So I was drawn to it like a moth to the flame, you know? And at first I thought, just like a moth to a flame, it's dangerous and it's going to hurt me. It never did. But I also didn't want my family to know. Even when I did start doing tarot, I would hide it. It was very hush-hush at the beginning. because even if my family had already like kicked me out of, well, not them, but I had been kicked out of the religion, but because like 95%, 99% actually of my family are religious, I had basically been kicked out of the family. They would still occasionally check on me, bring me groceries, and I didn't want to lose that last little bit of connection I had with them. Somebody exposed me, though. A relative exposed me. And when they did, I was like, well, there it goes. Okay, now I can't hide. And I just went full blown into it. Because I loved it. And I could help people. And I was always, it helped me guide my path so well. I finally felt like I had a compass to direct me. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all the answers always come through, but I got the important answers. And I've gotten more and more answers as time goes by. But I was terrified that I would sever that last connection I had with my family. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. My family does put even more restrictions on talking to me or associating with me because they do consider this demonic. But c'est la vie, you know? Maybe you do have a choice to make. Clarify strength card. Clarify strength card. Yeah, I think this is very much about having a choice to make. Look at that. We've got the Four of Swords. And beneath the Four of Swords, we've got the Empress. And look at why I'm showing you that, okay? So we've got the Four of Swords, the Empress. And the cards that came out to clarify the Strength card were the Emperor, the Eight of Cups, and the Magician. So this could work out a couple of different ways. Some of you, if this Emperor is a lover and you're the Empress, this could be a lover who doesn't like these type of things. And you love this person, but you're also very drawn to this. And so you're torn about if they find out that I am scrying, or that I'm astral traveling, or that I'm doing herbal potions like a little witch stirring their pot, they're going to turn against me. They're going to abandon me. So you've been repressing these witchy urges, witchy desires. You're really worried about it. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to joke, but it's just, I remember these days. And I remember later on how I would look at it. I was like, oh my God, I was so ridiculous. But it had a lot to do with what I had been taught, you know, about right and wrong and how this was wrong. And I learned, I'm not anti-Christian because I still believe in Jesus and I believe in his teachings, but the majority of Christians don't follow Christ's teachings. They follow the Mosaic laws and the laws that the apostles left. The two laws that Jesus left, they don't follow. They follow the other ones, which is ironic. And now I understand that. But at the time, I was so worried about, well, the apostle law says you can't do this, you can't do that. And the Mosaic law says this. You've got to be careful. Because even when I found my connection to Anubis, he told me as well. When I was deciding whether I was going to work with him or not, he showed up in a dream and he was like, decide. You need to decide. And when I woke up, I was like, decide what? And then after a few hours, I think, or days, I don't remember, it clicked. And I was like, oh, he wants me to decide if I'm going to continue living by the beliefs that I was taught or not. Because if I do continue living by those beliefs, that means I can't work with him because I'll see him like a demon, like an evil demon, an evil entity. But if I release the beliefs that, you know, I was raised in, I can see him as a guide, as a helper, as a friend. And I made the choice to release the blockage, and he started guiding me. And he's never once been a terror. He's been a great comfort. And he's taught me shadow work. He's taught me so many things. So some of you are afraid that if you choose this, you're choosing yourself over people you love. Whether it's a lover, whether it's family, whatever it is. Clarify Queen of Cups. But you also feel such a strong pull to this divination. Clarify Queen of Cups. Overall energy. 3 of Cups. Then we've got the Knight of Cups. The 8 of Wands. And the 9 of Cups. I feel like you've started dabbling a little bit. And already what you're dabbling into has shown you that you're quite good at it. Maybe whatever it is that you do, because remember, it showed us different types of divination. It showed us, it said we could do cards, like tarot cards or oracle cards, tea leaves, coffee, clouds, candlelight, flowers, automatic writing, bone reading, candle reading, dreams, flower, herb divination, numerology, palmistry, runes, scrying. There's so many different modes or modalities of divination. Whatever it is that you do, I feel like you started doing it for friends. And you start realizing, I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good at this. But you're scared of going further. You want to, but you're scared of what it means to go further. What it would mean to make this choice. Even though it really fulfills you emotionally. It excites you. I think you need witchy friends. The group I have on Facebook, the ArtesanaDivina Multiverse, I'm going to start putting like witchy stuff on there. Like just memes, honestly. So that you guys can start relating to each other and realizing that the stigma behind witchcraft and divination, all these things, it's not really what we've been taught. It's really not. Clarify 4 of Cups. Clarify 4 of Cups. Clarify 4 of Cups. Overall energy, we've got the Tower. And then to clarify the 4 of Cups, we've got the 4 of Cups again. 4 of Cups, followed by the 6 of Cups, followed by the 2 of Cups. Oh, I just realized it's about to hit 30 minutes. I'm going to stop part 1 here. Today we will only have a part 1 and a part 2 because I want to post additional content on the second tier of Patreon. We have a new moon coming up October 2nd, and I want to talk about it and how people can work with it. So that'll be on the second tier of Patreon. But yeah, I'm going to stop part 1 here. If you are already signed up on Patreon, first or second tier, I will see you there. Bye-bye.